Welcome to the intellectual army. You don't have time. I don't have time. And we don't have time. I'm the serial intellectual, author of 10 books, two recently released, Metamorphic Dictus and BU Encouragements for Authenticity. Also, the creator of 6 original personal development tools. You know what, guys? We don't have time. Not we don't have time for that drama. No. I'm not even talking about that. We know that. We know that we all have to steward time. We know that we are all time rich. Everyone is a billionaire when it comes to time. You know why? Because we all have the same clock, the same seconds, minutes, hours, and days. It's one of the only places where there is true equality and equity. Every other place, you're pushing it. I'm just saying. It's true equity. Same seconds, same minutes, same hours. Now, here's where the delusion comes in. We think because we've lived another day that we have another day. We think because we've lived 1 year that we have another year. We think because we've lived 10 years or 20 or 40 or 50 years that we've got another 10. We don't. Here is the reality. You don't have time. You don't have time. You know why we don't want to deal with this? Because it's uncomfortable. The thought, we don't like to live in uncertainty. We don't like to live with volatility. We're much like the stock market, our lives are. We want to mitigate and hedge our losses. We want to kind of put something up here and something here so that we're stabilized. And I get that because of our internals and our mental and emotional state. But the reality is we don't have time, and you don't have time. You don't. The past is gone. And the future, you don't have it. Okay, hold time in your hands right now, just metaphorically with me. Now, I can't hold the past because it's gone, right? You agree? I can't hold the future because it's not here. I can't even hold an hour from now because it's not here. You say, well, what can I hold? What can I hold? What can you hold? What can you hold? Say it. Say it. Say it. What can you hold? Now. You can hold right now. Every second, you can hold it right now. Not the second that's going to come, right now. Not the second that's past, it's gone. Right now. You have now. That's all you actually have is now. If we can get that, if you can get that, it really will change your life. What it will do is it will demand of you every day that you ask and answer the following question. What matters most? Because we all know when we get in this delusion that I have time and I have time, I have time. All it takes is an email to change your perspective. All it takes is a text message that someone you love or someone that you knew is sick or dead or this or that. And all of a sudden, oh my gosh, that's all it takes. A social media post. All it takes is some weather. All it takes is some traffic. All it takes is you were going to do something and now you're sick. All it takes is you becoming aware of the fact that we are all subject to so much volatility and uncertainty. It is bananas. All we have is right now. Like right now. So if there's something you're waiting to do you know what you're doing? You're acting like you have time that you actually don't have. Just think about that. You're like, well, I'm waiting to do this. Why are you waiting? You don't have the time. You don't actually possess it. What you have is now. And right now, you could work towards getting where you want to be. You don't have time. That's a myth and that's a lie. And we tell ourselves these things to comfort ourselves because we don't like living in reality. And in reality, we don't have time. Past is gone. The future ain't here yet. All we have is now. And we'd rather tell ourselves a myth and believe it so that we can go, oh, that feels better than to deal with the reality. All I have is right now. And what that means is I better be about what matters most. And what that means is my life should have a level of sobriety and certainty and intentionality about it because all I have is now. I want you to capitalize on this thought that you don't have time actually, but you have now. And if you put your head down and you live this way, you will not be where you are right now in 30 days, let alone a year. You will, like the butterfly, you will experience a metamorphosis. That's what's going to happen in your life. You don't have time, but you got now. Grace and peace.